Hello best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fabulous day. This is the first time you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me, girl. Make sure you grab a snack and a drink, hit that subscribe button, because girl, we have to talk about Britney Spears. Now listen, I did not have this planned. I did not see this. I did not envision this. I would have never guessed that this was gonna happen, bitch. But when I tell you that I was so surprised when I saw this, wow. So you're probably wondering, like, Sebastian, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, girl, give me a second. Let me pull it up for you, because I was in shock, bitch. I honestly have to tell you guys, I was in shock. So last night, I was chilling in my couch. I had my best friend over. We watched, by the way, girl, two huge movie recommendations. The Mother with J-Lo on Netflix, amazing. And Missing, it's also on Netflix. It's a #1 and #2 movie right now in the US. Go watch it. I promise you, you will love it. But word of advice, they're both very action-packed and there's a lot of like high emotions. So I wouldn't watch one after the other. I had a hard time sleeping last night. My adrenaline was really high. So maybe like spread them out during the week and not before you go to bed. Okay, anyways. So after my friend left, I was like, oh wow. What is going on here? Britney Spears' mother, Lynne, flew here to Los Angeles and allegedly met with Britney, you guys. They have not seen each other in years. This is the first meeting they've had in years. So it was Lynne's birthday, I believe it was last week. And obviously we know everything that Britney has said, you know, about Lynne. So TMZ reports that Britney Spears' mother flew to Los Angeles from Louisiana. And Britney actually was receptive. So it says here that Lynne Spears arrived at LAX in the morning and was driven to the home of Britney's manager, Kate Hudson. She then took an Uber to Britney's home. Britney didn't know exactly when Lynne was going, but she knew her mother was coming to town to see her. When Lynne arrived at Britney's home, the singer led her inside, and the two spent about 30 minutes together. And Sam, her husband, was also there. The ice between Lynne and Britney is thawing. They've been texting recently, and Lynne knew the path was clear enough to make the trek from Louisiana to LA. Lynne left, and Britney and Sam got in the car and drove around and returned home. Lynne is committed to making it right with her daughter. Listen, you guys. Listen. Okay, let's do two things. One, let's do two. I want to talk about two scenarios, okay? The first scenario, right? If you followed Britney for years, you know that Britney has always loved her mom, and she's always been her #1 person. Britney's first big purchase ever was this huge estate for Lynne in Louisiana, in Kentwood, Louisiana. Britney has always spoken very highly about her mother, so they even wrote a book together. So the love for her mother has never been in question. She has always loved her mother, she's always supported her mother, and she's always felt very close to her mother. You can watch these things in the Mexican documentary that she did when she went to Mexico called Stages. Her mom sent her this beautiful package, and Britney cries, and you can really tell how much she loves her mother. And
oh, that makes me want to cry. This is so sweet. Okay, I'm emotional right now.
Hi, I'm not at my phone right now. Would you please leave a message and I'll try to get back to you. Thank you.
Hey Ma, it's me. I wanted to call and thank you so much for the letter that you gave me. That is so sweet. And I can't wait to see you tonight. I love you so much, and I miss you. And tell Jamie I love her too. Bye.
in another interview, the interviewer asks about Britney's mom, and Britney gets emotional.
just growing up and having a major support system around me has made me, like, it's amazing. It's very cool.
How does your mom, I just love seeing you with your mom so much and holding hands and magazines and stuff like that. How does your mom, when she knows that you're going through some things and you know, the things that you've talked about that have been tough, which I think you've handled very well, but how does she play as far as the support?
She's amazing. She is awesome.
Thanks, Mom, huh? Yeah. Okay, this is the toughest question I'm going to ask you, but everybody does want to know the answer to it. Ben or Brad? Because you know what? You told me, Ben.
I did?
Like, you got emotional about your mom.
I did. Ew. Stupid.
No, it's not. My mom is here, and I would be doing the same thing. Because my mom gets me through everything, too, so you can just make me cry with you. She's a good one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Special. She got a good daughter.
Yep.
She's got a good daughter.
So Britney has definitely showed throughout the years how much she loves her mother. Now, conservatorship. With Lynne's involvement, right? That's something that that's the reason Britney has, you know, stepped away from Lynne. She doesn't want anything to do with her family that allowed this to happen to her. So something must have happened recently for Britney to open that gate. Now, in a perfect world, I would pray that maybe they found out that Lynne was not involved, that there was some kind of proof that they gave Britney that showed that Lynne was against it from the very beginning. I'm not sure. Or Britney is in the forgiving stages, you know what I mean? And she forgives her mother. Now, we are not in Britney's shoes, so we don't really know what's going on in Britney's mind. But I've been thinking about this since last night, since I saw this, and I'm having like a hard time because the last time Britney's like, you know, Britney's mom went to Britney's home in the middle of a lot of drama. Britney was then, you know, sent to this, you know, mental institution, and the conservatorship started. So it's like kind of like triggering, memories. I just hope that the reason why Lynne was to see Britney was because Britney wanted to do and see her. Because Britney felt it in her mind, her body, and her soul that that was the right thing to do. That it benefits her. From now on, whatever goes on in Britney's life, my only wish is that that is how Britney wants it. That's it. You know, I don't care about if it's good for anyone else. I don't care if it makes her look a certain way. I don't care. As long as Britney wants it and it's good for her mentally, physically, and spiritually, for her, I don't care if people think it's good for her or not. Whatever, it's actually good for her. I'm that's all that, you know, I think a fan, a supporter, someone who loves her can only wish. She did write a beautiful thing yesterday where she did express how much she misses her children desperately. So I think Britney connecting that, which is the first time she talks about her children in some time, plus seeing her mother, I think that it's maybe giving the same energy of something is going on. There's maybe a lot of forgiving, maybe there's a lot of therapy, maybe there's a lot of, you know, healing involved. Because I believe that once when you heal, you really start seeing things a lot more clear. So maybe Britney thought, you know what, it's going to benefit me to see my mom. I was talking to a friend the other day and they told me that from an outsider looking in, they believe Britney has a very lonely life and that she's always constantly alone. And I've thought about that for years. You know, I have. I've always kind of felt that in my life. You don't really see Britney with friends. You don't really see Britney with, you know, going on adventures or, you know, traveling and having fun. You only see Britney driving her car in her neighborhood. I've always thought about that for a while. I've always kind of, you know, received that energy because obviously, you know, in the conservatorship, she wasn't, you know, allowed to have anybody around her, you know, and I think that you obviously become very, very weary of the people around you, you know. I mean, just listen to her song Mona Lisa or Rebellion. So, you know, I hope that this just kind of opens a new beautiful era in Britney's life where she wants to get close to family that she thinks deserves forgiveness or deserves a second chance, or even deserves just, you know, not even a second chance yet, just, you know, let's crack open a little bit of a window and see how it goes type thing. I think in therapy, as an outsider looking in, I think that a lot of people can have a lot of questions, but I think therapy is very eye-opening, and it's very life-changing. So I think that it's not for us to understand or to accept or to support. I think it's definitely just something that we have to believe in Britney and believe in her heart and believe that she knows what's right for her. And I think that once we do that, she can have that sort of freedom to do what she needs to do to heal. Maybe she needed to sit her mother there and in her face and tell her, you hurt me, you did this, you know, you did that, and see how it goes after that. So I have no idea, you guys, how to feel about it. As long as Britney is safe and she's good and she's happy and she's healthy, that's all that matters. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I wonder what's gonna happen from here on. I'm excited to see how this can potentially keep on benefiting or transforming Britney. Or maybe they just had to, maybe Britney just had to kind of close a chapter. Who knows? We weren't there, obviously. So, you know, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.